Okay, so I'm here at the San Jose International Airport, returning from a almost a 3 week trip out of town, and I had an amazing experience. Something I want to talk more about in terms of traveling in a different way of thinking, basically, where you travel for the experience. You don't take a trip, or here's the expression: you don't go on vacation. Vacations on a beach. To take a trip is what I feel like I'm kind of refining into a science. And so far as I am trying to stay up with work entirely when I'm on these trips, and yet experience everything the area has to offer. And to be able to do that, I mean, this is an airport, it's nothing spectacular, but to be able to do that really requires what I call traveling like a rock star. I'm working with the title quite a bit, so please forgive it if it doesn't work. And that is, though, make a trip, make only the plans that you need to make for that trip. Let everything else, unfold as it may, using technology, both mobile technology and software, sites, and Google Glass is extraordinarily helpful for travel and has incredible potential, even further still. Something that I don't think any travelers are really writing about and talking about. Just basically, when I wake up in the morning, I necessarily don't have plans, and things unfold. Relationships happen. In Facebook, I reach out to people, and I choose hotels tonight, and I book my hotel, and and using technology in these fashions, and setting alarms, and using Siri, and especially using Siri, has enabled me to, in effect, run my business, and experience the world, and what I call traveling, or taking a trip, which is get to do everything plus. I've been traveling for 3 weeks now. I've been in I think it's 6 cities, 5 hotels, and 4 fan events, and I have not missed a beat at work at all. I've been staying up on email by dedicating approximately 4 to 6 hours spread throughout the day using technology, and it's really something I think a lot of other people can do. You ever hear of Tim Ferriss's 4-hour work week? Well, that's bullshit. Anyone who tells you you can really accomplish everything you need in 4 hours during a week is ridiculous and just trying to sell books. And I've met Tim Ferriss. He's a brilliant marketer. But my premise is this: that if you go on trips, not vacations, and attempt to keep up with your daily duties, via email, and not let things slip, then you can experience so much in the world that previously was not even thinkable due to technology. So if you rethink the way people travel, just something to think about. I did this all, by the way, with one carry-on, and I did 3 loads of laundry, and which was not hard to do, either at a friend's house or at a hotel. So you don't have to carry a lot. Another key to it, and there's a lot of keys, and I'm going to give a bunch of these tips in a separate blog, is, in my case, I pretty much wore the same thing every day, clean versions of it, so I didn't have to worry about what I had to wear that next day. That one added level. Wore Q-zip, a travel vest, or the leather jacket, and the hidden cargo pants. And with that, I had tons of pockets to everything I would otherwise need. So I'm going to show you just what's in my SCOTTeVEST, to show you, because that's one of the critical elements that makes this possible. So, it's really important. Basically, I'm wearing a medium SCOTTeVEST. I probably should have a large, because one of the things about travel is I put on weight. A lot of people do. I only worked out once this time. If I were to do anything over again, I would ensure that I worked out more. But what comes in handy is these expandable pants. We call it the Fiesta waistband. And the Fiesta waistband enables it to expand and contract without it looking like Fat Man pants. And that way, if I gain a little weight on the trip, or I sit in a plane and I want to get comfortable without unsnapping my pants, it's a way to do that. You actually gain 4 inches. So in any event, the point is, try to exercise when you're on a trip. That is key. But if you can't, get the Fiesta waistband. In any event, what else I carry with me all the time? I carry my iPad. It's a mini. I love it. I really do. This will fit a full-size iPad as well, but I don't recommend it if you have a choice and can buy a new one. Mini is just a better machine, especially with the new CPU. It's like the perfect size. I carry the iPhone that I'm recording with right now, which has a battery case. I have another battery because it's needed. Unfortunately, one of the keys to traveling with electronics devices is you want to rely on your electronics so that if you lost power, you're fucked. And so and I have been in places where I've almost run out of power, and I'm on GPS. I'm like, I have no idea what I'm going to do without knowing where I'm going. So that it's critical. And because I'm a little into overkill here, I have yet another battery. This one will recharge. It's a new Trent with 2 little USB things. It will recharge both of my devices easily. So that would get me overnight if I need to. These are awesome. This is Bose headphones. It must look like a cord of wires here, but noise canceling headphones that don't require a separate battery, which is, you can actually recharge them with a normal mini USB, which is awesome, and they sound good. And one of the things, if the battery runs out, you can still listen to them without the battery, which is not normal for these devices. What else? I've got my keys here. I can have my keys. Really came in handy with all the rental cars. I've got a power adapter here. I've got additional cables. This might seem like overkill, but actually everything that I have, I've got one iPhone cable and one mini USB. I have literally thought about precisely what I need here so that if it's perfect, it's not one cord too many, it's not one battery too many in case of emergency. If I get stuck, I can work for 24 hours as need be and keep up with everything I need to do. So I've got my other sunglasses here and a little eyeglass chamois that comes with it. I actually have reading glasses because I'm wearing contacts now, and if I get stuck somewhere, I want to know that I have reading glasses, and I have the shades for Google Glass. That's what I look like without Google Glass. So that's kind of my story, and I'd love your input. Whoever has watched 7 minutes and 34 seconds, do you think that there is a worthwhile story to be told about traveling in this fashion, incorporating your work with travel, utilizing, not just SCOTTeVEST. It's not a SCOTTeVEST commercial, but the reasons why I developed the SCOTTeVEST were to enable me to, in effect, live this, take trips. It's redefining what it means to take a trip. And doing it in this fashion, it's almost like a challenge. It's like a business venture. You're like, how much shit can you get done and stay up with your job at the same time? And it just requires a thought. So I'm actually thinking about doing some sort of complete promotion on this as well, where we challenge other people to do this with some sort of prize at the end. Let me know your thoughts. Let me show you last bit. I got car magazines, which I love, by the way, and I've got some things there. I have a few other things. I'm not going to bore you with everything that's left in my SCOTTeVEST, but thanks for watching. I am out of here.